Hi, today we're going to talk about buying a domain name. If you are in business, you want to be on the internet, and the first step to being on the internet is having your own domain name. You also might want your own domain name if you have a ministry or any kind of community activity where you need people to know what you're up to. So the first step again is to buy your domain name, and I always recommend GoDaddy. At GoDaddy you can search for any domain name you might want to use, and it'll let you know if it's still available. It searches the entire registry of all domain names that exist in the world, and if it is available you can purchase it through GoDaddy. If it's not available with the .com extension, it will give you some other options like Company Guru info here, or it'll suggest some other domain names you might like My Small Businesses. So that is what will result when you put in a domain name and the .com is taken. If you really want that .com extension, since it is the most common and recognized extension on the internet, just keep searching till you find something that is available. So let's try Joe's Small Business, and let's see if that is available with the .com. And it'll bring that back here, and it is available. Alright, so we can go ahead and purchase joesmallbusiness.com. Now GoDaddy will also present the three other most common extensions, which are net, info, and org, and they'll bundle those together for you and give you a great price. I always recommend you get these as well, because if someone goes to your site and puts in one of these extensions instead of the .com, these will redirect to your .com site automatically, and that way people won't miss you by just putting in the wrong extension. So let's select that, and then we'll go to the cart. Now once you get to the cart, you will see GoDaddy's going to suggest some other options for you. The first one is privacy protection. I recommend this. You could get the basic or privacy and business, that's up to you, but I certainly recommend the basic privacy at a minimum. That protects your private information from anyone who searches for information about your domain name, and that'll keep your private information from being out in the public. It'll also see if you want to use their website builder and hosting services or get an email. Those are topics for another video, and there are so many choices that you may want to consider before you opt in for these. So I would just ignore those and go straight to your cart. Now once you get to your cart, you're going to see that it's opted in for you with 2 years, and you can always renew year after year. So just for starters, save yourself a little money and just opt for the 1 year on all of your extensions. That'll bring your price down considerably. Now whether or not you want to stay private for these depends on whether or not you're going to use them. You may not want to redirect these to your main site. You may want to use them, in which case you may want to keep them private. But if these are all going to redirect to your .com site, you might as well not spend the extra money. But that's really up to you. I'm going to go ahead and deselect that option. So that brings the price down to about $35 for 4 domains. Great deal. So let's proceed to checkout. And once you get to checkout, it's going to ask you if you're a new customer or a returning customer. Since you're watching this video, I'm going to guess you're a new customer. So we'll click on that button, and it'll be asking you for billing information, account information. You'll set up an email address, username, and password, and a PIN number, and then payment information. You can use a credit card or your PayPal account. And once you click continue, it will take you to a verification page. Just check all your information, and then you purchase your domain name. And that is it. That is how simple it is to buy a domain name. You now have an address on the internet where people can find you. Your next step is to figure out where you're going to host your site. And there are lots of options for that. I always recommend Cat and Hat Design at catandhatdesign.com. but if you can use many other options that are out there. If you have any questions about any of this process with GoDaddy, they have 24/7 support and they are happy to help.